know at that point there was some risk with a title that was not completely clean?
We definitely noticed that, but we've also heard people that buy and sell motorcycles or cars. They say, "Oh, it was a floating title, so I just have to take that title. It's got the original purchaser's name on it, but I'm buying it from this guy." We can take that title to the DMV and have it titled in our name and get the tags for said vehicle.
So, Mr. Grant, sitting here today, would you be willing to unwind the sale, to take the bike back and give them their money?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I feel that if the bike was stolen, that the police would have confiscated it by now.
We have the date of loss listed as 2020, and the cause of the loss is theft, right? Which indicates that somebody received money from an insurance company in 2020 for reporting this bike stolen.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
was it stolen again in 2024? Maybe. My guess is none of us know what happened between 2020 and 2023. When was the last time you heard from the police?
They haven't contacted us since the day they took the title and filed that report.
Okay, and you were advised to contact them once you had taken off your modifications.
Which was 3 hours later.
Right, to contact them and call dispatch to have them come pick up the
Yes.
vehicle. Have you done that?
Yes.
And they've basically shown no interest in taking the vehicle back.
No, they have showed no interest.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and open this up.
Thank you, Judge. There are a lot of clerical issues here. Now, one thing I want to clarify with you, Mrs. Payne, is that you indicated that you eventually did a VIN check. And again, I looked at the VIN check, and it says clearly that the date of loss was August 17th, 2020, and the cause of loss was theft. So we have a cloud over this title. So I go back to the bill of sale, Mr. Grant, that you gave to the plaintiffs.
Yes, sir.
You'll see that there are 3 printed paragraphs at the bottom of the bill of sale.
Okay.
And they read, "The seller warrants to the buyer it has good and marketable title to said property, full authority to sell and transfer said property. And the said property is sold free of all liens, encumbrances, liabilities, and adverse claims of every nature and description whatsoever. And further, the seller warrants to the buyer that he will fully defend, protect, and indemnify and hold harmless the buyer and lawful successors and assigns from any adverse claim made thereto by all persons whomsoever."
Yes, sir.
Would you agree with me that in this case, the police, rightly or wrongly, are making an adverse claim as to the ownership of this property and requiring the plaintiffs to turn the property over to the police? Is that fair to say?
No, sir. Evidence-wise, I haven't seen anything that they submitted in their evidence for me to see where the officers stating that the property is not usable or that they can't use the property or...
Well, let me answer you
Okay.
with respect to that. They submitted a police report, and the police directed them to notify the police so that the police would come and seize it. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
deny that that's in there?
No.
You see, that's why I said in the beginning that we have a conundrum. Who's going to bear the loss?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I have no problems returning that motorcycle. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do
But
anything. So
could you really return a motorcycle, though, because Jonesboro wants
Yeah,
to seize
because-
it?
Yes, of course.
That's the
Of course,
problem.
that's an issue. We understand that.
Yeah.
We're going to excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
We've reached a verdict. It's unanimous. And, of course, you cannot sell what you do not own. And the law generally provides that when there is this kind of situation where someone purchases property that turned out to be stolen, that in general, they're entitled to set aside the transaction and get their money back. And in general, turn over the property that they purchased back to the person that sold them to them. We are going to undo the sale,
Okay.
especially in light of your bill of sale,
Okay.
which acknowledged the fact that if it was there some issue of ownership, that you would take responsibility. So therefore, judgment is in favor of the plaintiffs for $4,000, and the bike is to be returned to the defendant within 10 days. That's the verdict of the court.